As a child in Tokyo in the late 50s, Sugimoto began experimenting with a Mamiya 6. He left a conventional life in Japan for the intense artistic freedoms of the United States. His breakthrough pictures were taken at the Museum of Natural History in New York in the 1970s, shooting dioramas of animals to strange effect. Since then, decades of technical experiments with photography have produced a body of work unlike any other. The product of an artistic mind testing the outer edges of reality. Hiroshi Sugimoto, welcome to 7:30.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Many people coming to this exhibition will be seeing your works in person for the first time.
Yes.
If you were their guide, what would you tell them about how to look?
How to look? Well, it depends on the person who is looking at my art. I usually said, you can say anything you want about Sugimoto art, and nothing is wrong.
After many, many years of working in black and white,
Yes.
you moved into color.
Yes.
You said it was like diving into color.
Well, I've been working on the black and white analog photography for a long time, since the beginning. The first work was shot in '75 in New York. But it started from 2002. I started to study color process. I was able to purchase the Isaac Newton's original book, published in 1704, called Light. So I was so fascinated. He explained how to separate the light into the 7 colors, basically, with a prism. And I set it in my apartment in Tokyo, facing the east. So this is purely the study of the nature of color. It's a variety of different colors. People call it usually 7 colors, but in the Japanese, the name of the color, more than 1,000. It's very, very detailed. It's so many names in Japan.
At the end of the corridor when we came in
Yes.
is one of the extraordinary works of the empty theatres.
Empty theater, yes. This particular piece was shot in '76, one of the earliest theater series. What you see, the white light, is exposure of the entire movie. And this particular one you saw is the movie was Saturday Night Fever. You remember?
Yes.
John Travolta's. Very, very popular at that time. I kept my large format camera shutter open for entire duration of the film, 2 hours. Then what happened is just overexposed. The movie is millions of numbers of small photos keep repeating. So it can end up with a white light.
Did you know what it was going to look like when you developed it?
I always think first and then get the vision inside of my mind. From childhood, I'm having a very strange feeling that what I'm looking at this world is actually exists or not. And I just want to confirm, but the only reason for me to photograph is just to photograph the world and then confirm it's really there. So I'm making a model out of, through the photography making. So only when I'm able to make a model that I can confirm that the real world exists, because the models exist.
So you're certain that the world exists?
I'm still wondering now.
Now, there's a a later series, which is the series you shot using waxworks from Madame Tussauds. Those wax figures are already quite strange.
Yes.
Because they are lifelike, but not lifelike. Why go to the next step and photograph the already strange waxwork?
Well, as you know, you go to Madame Tussauds, you know it's all wax portrait. So, but the strange nature of photography, once it's photographed, it's even more natural or even more real. So people believe photography as evidence of presence. So this is very tricky part. So the Diana was beautifully sculpted, but when it's once photographed, it just start moving. It's almost unbelievably real. So I think I'm using the nature of photography to trick people. So this is a double tricked, becomes fake, double fake makes real.
I wanted to ask you about the more recent evolution of photography, because of course the world has changed so dramatically with the arrival of iPhones, handheld phones. Now that everybody has a phone, they have a camera.
iPhone, those cameras.
What impact is that having on photography as art?
It's a different medium. It's a totally different medium. So I feel like I'm the last analog photographer still living in this world. And then this kind of a black and white photography, I have to craft it by myself using my hand. And I want people to see the quality of the craftsmanship and the beauty of the black and whiteness and grayness. And it is very difficult to reach this level. If you wish to be Sugimoto, please try it.
Sugimoto,
Yeah.
thank you for bringing your works to Australia, giving us the chance to see them, and for spending a little time with us today. Thank you.
This is my pleasure. Thank you.